My apologies, guys. Internet problems and a bunch of stuff. All right, we're getting everything working. Ugh, man. Long morning. Haven't even had a sip of coffee yet, so just bear with me, guys. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we have BBIG that really everybody's talking about. We have DWAC, which went absolutely nuts, man. DWAC went absolutely crazy. We've got ZG and X, which I don't even know what this one's doing. We got SoFi and VINE, which are really big names in the stock space. So yeah, we got some stuff moving, man. Ooh, all right. Good morning, guys. We are back. We are ready. Let's do this. All right. It was pretty quiet. All right. Yeah, Bkkt. Honestly, Bkkt is going absolutely nuts too. So we got a lot of stuff moving, but we're watching Bkkt, we're watching DWAC, we're watching PHUN. We're still holding a little bit of BBIG. We might add a little bit more to this because we did get some gap ups. We're over the $5 level. We got all the way up to $6 in after hours yesterday, and so we're still for sure watching this. Oh man, dude, I woke up this morning and freaking Comcast is just not cutting it. It's just not working. I'm gonna have to drink some coffee. Ah, man, I thought I was gonna have to use a mobile hotspot for a second. I finally got it working. Kobe, you know, go old school with it. But yeah, the family stuff that we had going on went well, and so thank you to everybody who sent their prayers, good thoughts, happy, good vibes, happy thoughts my way. I certainly appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. Everything went well, went as expected for the most part. I wish I could find the BBIG little symbol here. I'd put it up. Where is it? Is it here? No. Wait, where'd they go? I still can't find where the BBIG one is, but it's all good. Man, SoFi, guys, flying up here. Let's look at what the news actually was for SoFi here. So, looking at this for SoFi. SoFi is up SoFi Technologies, they are up after they received regulatory approval to become a national bank. So Wedbush initiated coverage on SoFi with an outperform rating and a $20 price target. They had the announcement that they received approval to become a bank, which is great. So we'll see what happens. SoFi up big. If we're looking at the float of SoFi here, it is about 63 million. So it's not really a tiny float, but it's not a small float either. And so we can watch that. It's still definitely relevant to watch, I believe. I kind of can feel that, but it's too much words right now. Yeah, thank you, Ramon. I appreciate it, bro. All right, guys. So Bkkt, DWAC, BBIG running up this morning. Let's see what happens here. DWAC probably looks the best. I mean, I don't know. It's either that or Bkkt. BBIG is pulling back to fives. I'm still holding a little bit, but we're still watching it. Is it too late to jump in a call option for BBIG? I don't know. It could be, but it might still go up. I think it's still really relevant today for a short squeeze, but we'll see. VINE to the moon. Yeah, VINE's ripping up as well this morning. So you can see VINE up there to 815s right now. So it just broke highs as well. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good morning, bro. All right, so here's a pullback in Vine. Should I buy this? This is the pullbacks I generally like buying here. We'll buy a little bit. See how it goes. What's up, Chris? Hey, good morning, bro. Good to see you, man. DWC got extra option strikes added this morning. Is that significant? Yeah, well, it certainly adds to the volatility. VIN at 814. Yeah, we bought a little bit of it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, VIN to the moon. I feel like it's going to be the week with momentum, but the shorts will eat you alive if you try and stay too long. Yeah, man, we've had a lot of volatility this week alone, especially for a short week when, the market only started Tuesday. It's interesting to see what happens. It really is. All right. Craziness today, to be honest. All right, so which stock do y'all like the most this morning? We're going to do a poll. Which stock are you more bullish on, BBIG, DWAC, or SoFi? Go ahead and vote on that poll. Help support the channel. So we're pulling back a little bit with VINE here. I'm looking for a 750 pop. A 750 pop. So far, SoFi got a big jump, and understandably so. They got approved to be a bank, so that's really good news. Yeah, if we look at Bkkt here, for example, Bitcoin is up to 42.2s, so that's good. All right, so we're still looking for VINE pop up. All right, so we got DWAC. The pre-market high, or the previous high of the day for DWAC, is right at 90.20s, 90.24s. Oh my goodness. Somebody just dumped VINE. Luckily, I got out of it before any major drop. But man, somebody just crashed VINE. Luckily, I got out less than $15. But man, that's a huge drop. Rug pull, basically. Somebody just unloaded. It's all good, though. Less than $15 is fine. Well, I'm glad I didn't include VINE on the list, because that would have been a pretty rough drop. Yeah, it wasn't too cold this morning. Hey, do you think BBIG will have a great run today? I think so, but I have no idea if it will, but I hope it does. You know. All right, so we'll see if we can keep the green streak alive. We have been green every day for the last 6 days. I think it's been 6 days. We'll have to look back. Back into the 6th, we've been green. Every day back into the 6th. SoFi finally getting attention. Yeah, man. SoFi's running. Yeah, PHUN is going to be moving with DWAC, I believe. So, like, if we look at PHUN, it's going to be kind of gapping up with DWAC to a certain extent. I'm just glad we got my internet working, man. There were a few moments where I thought we wouldn't be able to stream today, but we got it working. All right, so we got this 9024 level for DWAC. I think we have to pay attention to. PHUN is kind of moving up with it, but we got 337. It's kind of the equivalent level to the 9024 level in DWAC. BBIG still dropping down to 476. Now, I think we're up huge in the last few days, and so, a drop in a correction could happen today. But we'll see. We got a lot of support underneath us here, so we'll see if we can bounce at any of these levels, really. 450, 475, $5. We'll see if we can get back over those levels and continue. SBEV. Yeah, SBEV is popping up today too. Let's see if it continues. But if we look at my stats this week so far, honestly, it's been a really profitable week. Like, I'll upload my stats live directly from TOS, so you can see. So we're going to start at last week where the green streak was on Monday. Now watch. All right, so we're going to go to account. We're going to go back to the 10th. We're going to go to export file. We're going to save this. We're going to go to trader view here. We're going to go to import trades, choose file. The one we just did, which is the account statement, upload. There we go. We look at reports. Is that where it is? And that's our stats, guys. So I just uploaded that live so you could see it. So I can't really fake what I just did. And let's check out the last week, man. The last week's been really nice. Really back until the 10th. These are my actual stats back then. We have a little bit of a loss today, but I told you guys the green streak is real. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Today, this isn't the end of the day, but if we can end green today, it'll be 7 days in a row, 7 trading days in a row, all green. You can see my stats during this time frame. We're running about 70% accuracy, about 68%. Overall, we're running about a 1-to-1 ratio, almost a 2-to-1 profit factor. And so we'll see if we can continue that up. But yeah, the scalping system I'm using definitely works. And so we'll see if we can keep it up. SBEV pulling back to the VWAP, bouncing directly off of 375, going back up to 4. We'll see if it holds. What's up, Juan? Bkkt. Yeah, we're watching Bkkt for sure. But look at SBEV. It's moving up as well. All right, so there goes SBEV. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just good results, man. The amount is small, but made about 300 in the last week. You know, again, I think a lot of traders are programmed to think that they got to just make $10,000 weeks, and they're desperately trying to copy the gurus that are charging them thousands. You know what I mean? And like that's usually just not going to work. You know, and a lot of the time they're lying to themselves about it. It's just this big mess, right? I would rather just be realistic and show you guys, okay, you can make money. I do it live every day, and you know, even though my profits are small, we're still making money, and my results are still really solid. So. You know, if we go to win-loss days, it's going to tell me 85% because that includes today. But yeah, we make some money. This is the only day we've lost, which is today. So we've had one losing trade. But aside from that, not bad results here, man. Not bad results. If we look at the instrument that I'm trading to make the most money, let's see what it is. We made most of the money on the SPY, Apple, TQQ, and BBIG. VINE is what we lost on. SBEV still pushing. Yeah, that's a rough one. Sorry to hear that, bro. And so BBIG is still dumping down, man. That's tough. How long did it take you to become consistent? A few years. It's going to take most people that long, regardless of what anybody says. You're going to have a lot of people that just want to gain a following quickly, and they want you to buy courses, and so they're just going to tell you what you want to hear, which is that you can get profitable overnight, and that you don't need time, and that you don't need all that stuff. But the reality of it is, I think most traders that are learning to be consistent are going to take at least a year. You know, sometimes, most of the time, longer, really, than that. And I know that's not what most traders want to hear, because most traders want to change their life right now, you know, but like for most people, it's going to take at least a year if they become profitable at all. That's tough, pawn. What do I still Palantir going? I don't know. Depends on how big it gets. You know. What's up top? All right, so SBEV still pushing up. Still making pretty nice moves. All right, so we got DWAC at 87.80s. SBEV pulling back. Let's see if we bounce. I mean, this one's been steadily moving up for the last like 15-20 minutes, so we'll see if it continues. DWAC slowed down a little bit. SoFi at 14, so let's see if we bounce off of that. I think we could. Let's see if we do. Yeah, for sure. And so BBIG is still dipping down to 475. Are you guys buying that dip? Let me know. Depends on what you think the story is, what the short flow numbers are. I think it certainly has the chance to squeeze up higher, but it might not. Who knows? But I think it could. It's already up so big already. You know, all the traders that were talking smack to it over the last week are now sitting here trying to pretend like they saw this coming, you know. In the end, we'll see if it holds. A lot of people made a bunch of money, including me, on it. And yeah, we'll see if it continues. All right, SBEV trying to bounce. SoFi pulling back to 14s now. Let's see if it holds. Hey, what's up, Rod? All right. Hey, what's up, Bills? Hey, what's up, Kyle? I don't trust anything long term or no. What's up, Red? What's up, Cal? Do you scalp the Nas 100 or the US 30? Neither. I scalp the E-mini, the SPY, the TQQQ directly. I don't really trade Forex. I trade crypto. I trade futures and stocks. All right, so we're bouncing a little bit from BBIG at 475. We're up to 480s now, 480s. We got about 300 people here, so hey, listen, if you want to help me hit 77,000 subscribers, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate it if you do. What's up, Frank? All right, guys, so SBV is pulling back. DWAC is about to break pre-market high. So the pre-market high is right here at 88.30, so it just broke in the last minute. DWAC broke the pre-market high. Let's see if it starts to rip up here. There's 88.75, 88.75. So we'll see if it continues up over 90 here, guys. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Top 10? Thank you, brother. Hey, good to see you, man. Hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here. My big philosophy is that I don't sell anything. I don't charge a penny for content. Everything we put out there is free. We're just a resource and community for traders. So, hey, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Our future's a little safer in the bear market. It depends on what you're doing with them, Rob. Vine. Vine already made me pay. I already lost a little bit on Vine this morning. I think just dumped. Somebody just sold, took profits. Other ones I see moving right now are Verb, but it's not really moving actually. ZGNX. What is ZGNX's catalyst here? I don't even know. So we have ZGNX here. This one's up to $26 even right now. And so ZGNX, the catalyst here was that they have a USB acquisition proposal for $26 a share plus milestone-based contingent value rights. So yeah, that's why we're up to $26. Okay, so this is an acquisition. We'll see what happens. You know, it could move, but it also might not. If we're looking at the SPY today as well here, the SPY. SPY is up decent today. Looking at this, the SPY is currently up to 457s after a drop yesterday. So we dropped a little bit yesterday, but we're bouncing back some here. Highs of yesterday are up there at around 460. So we're currently at 457.70. So we're close to that. DWAC about to break the high from yesterday. So DWAC is about to break the high from yesterday. We'll see if it continues. But it's moving for DWAC. How is DWAC not on the scanners? They should be. Yeah, man, they're doing good, bro. Thanks for the content, man. I'm from... I gotta wait the whole day for US market open. Yeah, no worries, brother. Hey, what's up, James? Let's see what happens. Yeah, glad you're back. Hey, we're trying over here, bro. We're trying, you know. That's right. Hey, y'all hit the like button, guys. Help me hit. What do we got right now? We are currently at 94 likes. Help me break 100 real quick. Hit the like button. Take the time. Do it now. All right, so we got SoFi here bouncing right at 14s, and that's the level we talk about. That's the level we drew here at 14s. We got DWAC edging closer to 90-20s, guys, 90-20s. Oh, you mean Francis, bro? I thought you were talking about Nogueira, you know, because there's another big nog in MMA. His name is Nogueira. He's one of the Nogueira brothers. Cyril versus Francis? Man, I don't know, bro. They both are beasts, man. I really don't know. I hope Francis wins. I know he's having the contract disputes with the UFC right now, but I hope Francis wins. But if Cyril wins, I won't be upset. It should be a great fight. Sometimes the problem, though, with these big fights is that they're so apprehensive that no action happens. You know, that notoriously happened with Francis versus, what's his name? I gotta look this up. Derek Lewis. It happened with Derek Lewis. Yeah. Yeah, SoFi flying up, man. And BBIG bounced there, so we got some nice movement here. DWAC testing the highs from yesterday at 90.24. So that looks interesting. Bitcoin back over 42K. Yeah, I see that. That's great news for it. Bitcoin's the only one, man. Everything else is kind of slow in crypto. I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest. It's Cyril or Cyril? I don't know. Cereal? Cyril Gang? I don't know. Cyril? Okay. Is SoFi sell the news? I don't know, man. The news on SoFi was pretty solid, man. They got approved to start their own bank, so that's pretty good news for a banking, money managing app like SoFi. That's pretty solid news. So we'll see. All right, sorry, I had to do an update. But yeah, guys, so LOMN? What is MOLN doing? It's not moving much at all. AMC. Yeah, man, AMC hit the teens. And this is right back where it started. I mean, AMC, this is where AMC was prior to this big craziness. You know, like just to put it into perspective, it was kind of a really weird thing with AMC. Like what happened with AMC is that dude, I'm not underestimating DWAC. I think DWAC could fly. Same thing with BBIG. I said that. I said BBIG could fly yesterday when it was at like 420. Everybody's favorite number. But yeah, so man, what was I saying? I completely. Oh yeah, so what happened with AMC is actually really weird. So like we had the GameStop craziness, and the GameStop craziness, just to put the GameStop craziness into perspective, okay? Try to understand what I'm about to say. GameStop, prior to this crazy freaking squeeze that happened last year, prior to the crazy squeeze that happened, GameStop, the corporate culture of GameStop was one of the worst in the country. You could see what Camelot 331 had to say about actually working at GameStop. They treated their employees terribly. At least that's what people say. Don't sue me, GameStop. I can't confirm or deny that you guys did this, but I've been to GameStop. I've had friends that worked at GameStop, and they actually said that GameStop treated their employees terribly. They'd give them crazy, unrealistic numbers to hit, and when they don't hit it, they would fire them and just be crazy, unrealistic, because they were failing as a company. They were losing money every single quarter, and so that's why it was so heavily shorted. Was because they were losing money every single quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if some insiders with GameStop are the ones that planned the crazy squeeze that we had, right? Because that's the only way to really save GameStop at the time. If you look at what saved GameStop, don't get this twisted here. If the squeeze didn't happen for GameStop, it 100% would have failed, or at least it would be on the path to. It was already on the path to. And so what happened is that it all of a sudden got this crazy following from this squeeze, and they convinced a bunch of traders that it wasn't about the money. Like I can't help but see the irony there, where it's like they are pumping up a company that is really well known for a terrible corporate culture to stick it to corporate culture. It doesn't make sense. It's ironic, is what it is. Regardless, if I got to pick a side, I'm picking the retail traders over hedge funds all day. That doesn't matter. But GameStop had this huge, crazy squeeze, and then everybody started to think that it would just happen on everything else, like AMC. The numbers weren't the same on AMC. AMC has over 500 million in the float. It only had about 20 to 30% short float. Not as indicative of a crazy squeeze like GameStop, but because new traders were so used to the kind of squeeze culture of GameStop and they saw the GameStop power, they started to think that they could then do it with AMC, which they really couldn't, because AMC's got over 500 million in the float. And so that's kind of what happened. And it's just this weird story of new traders, getting involved. And honestly, I'm for GameStop's pump up. I just think the irony is clear. Like I said, I am glad the hedge funds had to pay billions of dollars and lose billions of dollars in the GameStop squeeze. I think it's good for the market. It's good for the economy in general that hedge funds can't just kind of go crazy. But there's some interesting parallels. DWAC breaking highs here, guys, breaking over 90s here. Breaking over 90s here. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, DWAC broke over the $90.38 pre-market high from yesterday. Still moving up. It's up to 90.15s, 90.50s. Are you saying there's no such thing as a dark pool AMC? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that traders are selling you guys on something that clearly never happened just to gain a following from you. And it's easy to shoot the messenger in these situations. I get it. It's easier to get mad at the person saying it instead of the person that gave you guys unrealistic expectations for AMC. AMC's back at the teens. It never did what they said it would. Like no matter which way you swing things and try to get mad at me for it, it never did what they said it would. It's at $18 a share now, back exactly where it was prior to all this stuff. And I've been saying this the whole time. And look, man, I get it. But like you got to look at it objectively. At a certain point, instead of getting mad at the messenger, you got to look at the person giving you unrealistic expectations and say, you're wrong for that. It didn't, what you said would happen did not happen, and it is what it is. We'll see. What's up, Lamb? Yes, sir. Yeah, DWAC going crazy, man, crazy. And honestly, BBIG's back over 5 too. So BBIG looks good back over 5. Yeah, I feel you, Pony. I get it, man. Right, exactly, Tony. Exactly. Oh, I lost 10% because of it. Yeah, man, it's rough, bro. Yeah, John, don't dare tell the truth for fear of the wrath of delusional investors. You guys know me. I've always told the truth. I've tried to tell the truth. BBIG back over 5s here. DWAC over 90s here, guys. Over 90s. What's up, Rich? Hey, good to see you, bro. Yeah, I mean, I think when a stock doesn't do what big time influencers say they're gonna do, instead of saying, "Hey guys, I was wrong," it's a lot easier to say, "Hey, there's these shares that we just can't see, and there's billions or millions of them, and we just can't see them. There's no real way to prove that they're there, but they're there." And it's definitely not the person just trying to kind of pivot to something else and say that it would have happened if it wasn't for those pesky synthetic shares. It sounds like Scooby-Doo. Anytime they catch the bad guy, they say it would have happened if it wasn't for. Cheers to you guys. I believe it's a real thing, but I believe it's a real thing, Mo, but I don't think it's as significant on price action as you might think it is. And I don't think the number of dark pool orders are. I don't think that number is as high as they're making it out to be, because they're desperate to convince people that they were right and that this is not just a fraudulent, thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's dark pool orders. There's obviously synthetic shares. There's synthetic shares and naked shorts in in most positions, I would say. You know what I mean? But there's no real way to prove it, and it seems like a cop out. I'll ask again, what are your thoughts on and how will it affect the markets? I don't know, Juan, man. That's a tough one, bro. You got to think of what Russia does for us, and it's not much. So, like, we don't have that many shipping, import-export relationships with Russia to where what they're doing with Ukraine would directly influence our market in a major way. At least that's what I'm speculating. But maybe I'm wrong. And if you think I'm wrong, I very easily could be. Just let me know in chat. We'll talk about it. But I could be wrong. I don't know. All right, so we're up to 91s for DWAC. 91s, flying up over 90s here. 91.20s here, guys. 91.20s. DWAC up to 91.20s. Let's see if it continues here, guys. What do you guys think? Yeah, basically, Pony. I mean, that's basically right. I mean, you know, that's why they're there. Why else would you need to hide your orders? If like, why do you think people hide their orders? To manipulate moves, you know, or to just not let people see the moves they're making, and that means that they've got to be sizable. And so, yeah, those exist in a lot of different facets of trading. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean whatever they exist in is going to squeeze to an unrealistic level. Is the reality of it, you know? And again, a lot of the people promoting those things are people that have been in the market for less than a year. Like, these guys were in the market for less than a year. They jumped on a train and they gained a following from it, when really they don't quite have the market experience to really, they probably do now, but at the time they probably didn't have the market experience to really understand what I'm saying, you know? Hey, my man Hal, thank you, brother. My man Hal, thank you, brother, for the $5. My man. All right, SPY moving up, DWAC moving up, BBIG's testing 5. SoFi looking very strong today, over $14. Huge news after they got approved to become a bank for SoFi, which is great news. And SoFi has been one of the most hyped up stocks over the last year, and so it's good to see that something's happening with that one. We'll watch it and see. You know, we'll watch it and see. Yeah, I feel you, Rob. Listen, and I respect whatever you guys want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you know? I just think that sometimes new traders can get stuck in these groups. And, you know, and eventually I think they snap out of it. And to a certain extent, I think it's necessary for traders to learn and grow and stop relying on other people. But, like, I get it, man. You know what I mean? I support it. You know, do what you got to do. Like I said, if I had to pick a side, AMC versus hedge funds, I'm gonna pick AMC. You know, I hope the hedge funds pay. If I got to pick a side, big banks, retail traders, big banks, retail traders, I'm gonna pick retail traders. You know, I mean, that's not to say I wasn't called a hedge fund spy during the entire craziness, but like, still, I digress. Ford, Activision. Yeah, what did Activision end up doing yesterday, man? I know the news came out, but they actually tanked yesterday. They didn't hold many of their gains. They're down to $82 a share here. Did the Microsoft acquisition for Activision go through? Okay, so yeah, it did basically. All right, so $70 billion Activision Microsoft deal. Yeah, I made a bunch of money from AMC, but I did what most traders should have done, which is bought it at the beginning of the squeeze and sold it before the end of it. You know? Hey, what's up, Robert? For the people in the back, can you explain the short volume ratio for BBIG? Okay, so I'll give you two things to understand about short volume and volume in general. Short volume does not mean very much. Like, it's useful, but it's not significantly useful. You know, and this is something you really want to understand. You don't want to look at the short volume and use that to influence your trades in a super heavy way. The more important number is the short float specifically. And there's a difference. You know, there's a difference between the short float, the traders that are actually in position short, and just the short volume. All right. So the short volume fluctuates, has been studied to show that it's not super relevant to short squeezes. The short float, on the other hand, is incredibly important and very indicative of potential squeezes on the upside. And so that's the thing. Short float will fluctuate, or short volume will fluctuate. Short float's the number you really want to look at. Yeah, DWAC up to 91.40s, 91.40s for DWAC. Huge moves. Yeah, I mean, like I said, GameStop squeeze 120% short float, 40 million float. So small float, very large short float, huge crazy parabolic squeeze up to 550s. You know, AMC 5 to 600 million in the float, 20% short float. So just 10 times less likely to squeeze at a super crazy high level, you know. I think it could run Petro. It could. Do I think BBIG is going to run today? It could. Let's see if it holds over 5. I think 5's a big level. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if DWC hits 100. I think it certainly could. John, what's DWC short float percentage, please? Yeah, give me 1 second. And I know everybody's yelling at me about getting the Squeeze app for the iPhone, and it's coming, guys. I don't mean to push everything off. I'm really not. I've had a lot of people like, here, hold on. All right, sorry, guys. Yeah, well, no, so it's been really busy, man. Like I said, my wife has had some family stuff going on. Everything turned out smooth and good, so everything was great with everything that happened. I don't want to be too specific, but my wife's family had some stuff going on. My whole family had, the C word for the last 3 weeks, and we're still kind of recovering from that. We're not quite 100% yet, but we're much better. And then we had the holidays, and then my son's birthday, and then it's just been this big mess, like the stuff going on right now. We've had to prepare for it for like the last month, and so we've had a lot of family staying at my house. It's just been hectic. I haven't been able to work a ton. I haven't been able to do a lot, but it's now over, which is great, and we're gonna get back to normal. All right, so let me check the DWAC short float here. And if you want, guys, you can download the Squeeze app, completely free short float data and information. It tells you the short volume, but it also tells you the short float, the market cap, the regular float size, all that good stuff. And if you want to download the Squeeze app, I'll post it here before we take a look at DWAC's short float data. But yeah, it's an app I programmed. It's only available for Android right now. It's a React Native app. It's only available for Android, but you can download it here. And we're going to get it for an Apple. I'm already paying for an Apple developer's account, and so we're going to get it. Because to be honest, I don't feel like keep paying that $100 a month, which is expensive. It's more than my freaking API data pools for no reason. So I'm going to get the app up. All right, so here is the Squeeze app. I forget how to open up my JavaScript console. Okay, there we go. I was like, man, it's been a minute. I haven't been able to do much programming work lately either. All right, but yeah, if we look up DWAC here, I'm not showing any short float. The float is not available. I don't know what's going on with this. What are y'all showing for short float for DWAC? Are y'all showing anything? There's other places we can check it, like Benzinga has it too. So you can check it on Benzinga here. All right, I'm showing 1.39% at short float, so it's about the same. So not DWAC is not really a squeeze. It's not really a short squeeze for sure. It's squeeze it up, but it's not a short squeeze. PHUN, yeah, well, PHUN is just a sympathy move to DWAC. So if DWAC moves up, PHUN will probably move up. If DWAC moves down, then PHUN will probably move down with it. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure I will, Chris. Yeah. Hey, good luck, Freddie. I hope so, man. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, Android, I've always made Android apps, and so I kind of knew the process of it, and I had a little bit of help, but like Android apps, I've already had some experience with. Apple never published an app on the App Store, and so that's a new process for me. So it's something that I'm kind of learning. The apps don't take long to program. Like I could probably program an app like this in like 2 or 3 days. It's just getting it listed on getting it published is the harder part. You got to go through testing and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not showing any data for DWAC either. What is the best position to get into BBIG again? I'm not sure, man. All right, there's DWAC breaking highs here, up to 92.30s, 92.30s. ATV up or down? Activision? I don't know, man. I think Activision could go either way. I mean, I think it might honestly be an interesting buy right now, just because it gapped up big. It went up to like $90, and then it came all the way back down to 82s. And so maybe I don't know if it's oversold. It's still up huge over the last few days, but it could be. I don't hate the trade idea. We'll see. DWAC up there to 92.20s, 92.20s. Yeah, PHUN is running up with DWAC. It's a pure sympathy move to DWAC. When DWAC runs up, PHUN will probably run up as well. That's why you see DWAC rip on the left, or on the left side right here. Let me weatherman this. On the left side right here. And then on the right side over there, you'll see PHUN move up in sympathy with it because they're related. So look, DWAC pops up. Here's PHUN popping up. And yeah, they're flying up here. Let's see 100 today, guys. Will DWAC hit 100? Let me know. I think they could, JB, but I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see, brother. But I think it's certainly possible. I think BBIG and DWAC have really big followings, and that's always something. That's kind of something new that I've been considering here. And if I am bullish on AMC right here, I think it's because AMC has such a large following. So I'm not just saying bad things about AMC. I think if AMC has a large enough following, which it does, it has the chance to run and squeeze and move back up, and we'll see where it goes. I certainly think it's possible. And yeah, I think BBIG and DWAC especially, just in terms of like views, are very popular stocks. John, do you know how or why they were related? I can't remember what the reasoning is for it, but I know they're related. It's kind of like, you remember when AMC ran, and then BlackBerry and KOSS and like Express, they all followed it in sympathy. They weren't quite related, but I think they worked with each other. I think it's the same thing for DWAC and PHUN. And somebody in the chat might be able to help, but I think that's the same type of thing. BBIG has a high short float is what it is, Chan. MKD news on Benzinga. Let's see what we got. Right, so MKD is molecular data. They clinched 2 awards, industrial digitalization efforts bearing fruit. But see, I don't know. This is just a fluff piece, to be honest. They received 2 awards, but this is a overseas stock that doesn't have that much data behind it, so I'm skeptical. Yeah, DWAC breaking highs up there to 93.80s here, 93.80s. Let's see if it continues. BBIG's holding some here, so it still could get another rip. We'll see. Yeah, they have a partnership. Thank you, Shock. I appreciate the help. But yeah, they got a partnership. Yeah, SBEV was moving today too. SBEV up there to 428s. Funware's platform software data and services give brands the tools to engage, manage, and monetize mobile with solutions that touch all phases of the mobile application's life cycle. I mean, I'm a mobile developer. What is funware? But I mean, it makes sense that if DWAC is an app and PHUN does some type of development work, that they would be partnered together. So safe to buy BBIG right now. I'll tell you this, bro. I'm never gonna say yes or no. You know, the liability is too high if I say, yeah, buy this, or yeah, don't buy this. I have no idea what any of these stocks are gonna do. Not an investment professional. I'm not liable if you lose. Don't sue me. Basically what I'm saying. You're not going to get anywhere because I cover my butt everywhere I go. But I'm not saying you will. I'm just saying, please don't just please don't just copy what I'm saying. You know, always do your own due diligence, trade responsibly. Nobody really has any idea what these are going to do. Nobody really knows. They might have predictions, but they never really know. BBI, yeah, I know BBI moved yesterday, but pulled right back down to where it was in pre-market yesterday, to 32 cents or so. ONE is trying to run, but it's pretty quiet, bro, to be honest. DWAC warrants is more affordable. Let's see what the warrants are doing. Yeah, here's the warrants. It's $34 a share. Yeah, metaverse is definitely going to be the new trend in my opinion too. Of course, I don't know for sure, but like I think the biggest flaw in the metaverse though, like this is coming from somebody like my kids got 2 Oculus Quests 2s for Christmas. The problem is that you get nauseous after 15 minutes. And so you can't play them as long as a lot of people would like because you get motion sick. And I personally do, my daughter did. And so I think that is the biggest issue with that type of technology right now. And I think if they want longevity in that space, then they need to work on that ASAP. All right, DWAC back up to 93.20s, 93.20s. Few of them are decentralized. There's several metaverses now. Future is Imitral. Don't tell me SoFi goes back to 13. Well, I mean, SoFi is just kind of consolidating right now, which is fine. You know, anytime we get a big move up, DWAC getting ready to break highs again here. So DWAC is almost up to 94s now. So DWAC is at 93.30s here, 93.30s. So we'll see if we get some continuations here. But DWAC stock all the way up to 93.80s here, 93.80s. Huge moves. What's up? What's up, fishing? Crypto gaming is where it's going to be. Yeah, for sure. But that's metaverse. They're all related. Like crypto gaming, metaverse, blockchain games. It's all the same thing. VR. It's all the same thing. Yeah, I've used Zofran before. What's up, Jason? Ford? Yeah, Ford's ripping up here, man. Ford's up to 24.60s. What's up, Eddie? What's up, fishing? Hope you guys are doing good. Bkkt, which I believe might just be a sympathy stock to DWAC. I might be wrong, but I think it could be. Let me see. Bkkt actually had a deal with Nexo to custody Bitcoin and Ether. So Nexo is a platform, I guess. But yeah, that was the catalyst today. So we'll see what we get. What's up, Cryptological? I'm just learning about all this metaverse stuff, and I was thinking it was all Facebook. Well, no, Facebook is just one of the devices. So the metaverse is a place that's like an online world, and there's a lot of crypto and blockchain games that you can use to, you know, earn money in crypto. Yeah, warrants are moving. I don't know, man. A 20-cent spread on a $90 stock's not really that bad. Or I guess in the warrants, and especially in the warrants. Warrants have implied or higher volatility, but in pre-market, it's not super unreasonable, I don't think. Right now, I'm showing a 40 or a 50-cent spread, really, for that one, for the warrants, for DWACW. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Vine didn't do much. GMDA. Here goes DWAC trying to make another test, it looks like. It's at the 93.30s, 93.30s. Metaverse and NFT is too far away from reality to make any sense long term. I know, but I don't know, man. You have to think about how it starts, right? Like crypto really started with Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin was really cheap and everybody thought it was a waste of money the entire time and everybody was really skeptical. And now a Bitcoin is worth, you know, $40,000, $50,000 a coin for one, right? Same concept with like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? Which was like, it came out, everybody thought it was overpriced. But if you have one, it's just a store of value, you know, where people used to gravitate towards gold historically, which is just a metal. It's just a rock. It doesn't really do anything. Like gold has no value outside from being rare. Okay. Like this is what you really have to understand about the economies of the world in general, right? Gold is just a rock. It's a freaking rock, man. Yeah, they use it to make some tech and stuff like that, but it doesn't serve any purpose. It does nothing. Okay. Same thing with a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Like Bitcoin is internet gold. You know, you can say, oh, it doesn't have any value. Neither does gold. Gold does nothing. It's a freaking shiny rock. You know, and so you got to look at it in terms of like, okay, scarcity creates value and people are looking for a way to hedge against inflation. And so people are running towards cryptocurrencies for that reason. The banks are probably scared of it. You know, to be honest, the banks, I'm sure, do not like the fact that this is all a money transfer system. And so banks, being a money transfer system and a money holding system, of course, probably hate crypto, which is why we've got a lot of the negative catalysts that we've had over the last year. And, you know, we'll see what happens. But you got to think of it in that, right? Like people always say with NFTs, they say, hey, you know, I could just take a picture of it. Well, you can take a picture of a Picasso painting too. It doesn't mean that picture is yours. It doesn't mean that painting is yours. And so you got to look at it in a larger scale. When the internet first came out, everybody was skeptical. Everybody said, oh, you know, this is just a fad. This isn't going to hold up. Now the richest and most wealthy people in the world are internet entrepreneurs. And so you got to look at it from that perspective, I think. Yeah, and I think that's a good niche, you know. All right, so BBIG back over fives here. It's up to 5/10. We'll see what happens. It's up to 5/10. All right, SoFi up there to 14s. 14s. I'll see if it holds. BBIG broke over 5. It's now pulling back. SoFi under 14. DWAC consolidating now. We'll see if it pops back up and breaks that 93.80 level. All right, let's see what happens there. Yeah, you're probably right. What if the government rolled out their own cryptocurrency? Wouldn't that drive crypto down? I think it certainly would, to like at least short term and to a certain extent. Most likely, yes. But people also were skeptical of the government, and so you know it doesn't necessarily mean everybody's going to adopt that as their one cryptocurrency. I don't think there's a point necessarily in the government putting out their own cryptocurrency, because the whole point of crypto is anonymity and independent, you know, transactions. And so if the government's got their own crypto, it's not really the most independent thing. The government already has their own money system, which is the US dollar, you know? So it's like, I don't think there's really a reason for them to, unless they're just trying to hurt the crypto market in general. But I don't know. We'll see if they do. I don't know if there's a purpose to it, you know? So in turn, I think the question you got to ask yourself is, will people buy it? I think some people obviously will, but I still think others are going to be skeptical. Yeah, that's probably true. Cryptological. Just a FYI, gold technically isn't a rock. I know, but I'm using that to really like show you guys what I mean, which is that gold has no utility value. It has no utility value. You know, if it does, let me know. They use it in some tech, yes, but that's not really why they're mining it. It has no intrinsic value. You know. Let's check this playlist. Or gold has intrinsic value. I mean, that's it. Gold has some of the greatest utility. Well, I'm waiting to hear it. You know, if you say, oh, they use it in cell phones, that's cool and all, but like, look, I think they always have value. I think gold obviously is valuable. I think diamonds are obviously valuable as well. You know, listen, trust me, I've got a wife. You know, gold and diamonds are valuable, okay? But what I'm trying to say is that just because something has no utility does not mean it does not hold value. You know, again, look at gold, look at diamonds. Not really much of a utility unless you're buying jewelry, you know, which is not the use for it. The real reason gold is valuable is because it's rare. And so anytime anything is rare, you know, prices go up generally. And so that's the same concept with NFTs right now. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, you know, scarcity creates value, is what I'm trying to say. Well, I'm waiting for your answer on how gold has the greatest utility. Dentistry, medicine, electronics. Yeah, but those, like I said, I understand. That's what I said. They have uses in tech. You know, tech could be, you know, broadly used in those senses. But again, gold really has value because it's rare. Yeah, it is conductive. That's true. I guess what I'm trying to say is that don't sleep on NFTs and crypto. Give me one thing you can use a Bitcoin for. I can use a Bitcoin to purchase tons of things online. I can use a Bitcoin to deposit money into sites where my Chase Bank might reject. I could use Bitcoin to do a lot of different things, brother. You know, Colby versus Masvidal. Who you like? I don't know, man. I hope Masvidal wins, of course, but like, Colby's a monster, bro. As much as people hate him, he's a monster, dude. You know. And it's all good here. Like I said, guys, regardless of what you believe in this sense, it's all love here. Like, it doesn't matter. We can have talks like this without being childish or calling each other names. You know what I mean? If you got an argument, let's hear it. It's all good. Okay, so Solo, let me get this straight, right? You told me that Bitcoin has no uses. And so then when I respond with the uses that Bitcoin has, you just say hopium. You know what I mean? Okay, it's all good. Yeah. No, Colby is not better on the feet. Let's just be real here. You know, Masvidal, if he gets the chance, will knock Colby out. The problem is that I don't think he's going to get the chance because Colby's an animal on the ground. You know, and so I think that's what's going to happen. All right, so DWAC pulling back to the volume weighted average price at 91.16. I actually said that gold has value in tech, is what I specifically said. I said that numerous times. But what I'm trying to say is that gold has value because it's rare. That's the point. All right, so DWAC pulling back to the volume weighted average price. The volume weighted average price is at 91.16s. 91.16s. Yeah, but those are getting better, Rod. Right, exactly. Yeah, a buddy of mine paid off his $220,000 mortgage with Bitcoin when he cashed in last year. No use. Yeah. What other coin do you think is going to go up to 20 or 40K? I really have no idea. No idea. I think it depends on what market trends. I think right now the trending markets are crypto games, and I think if they can become more efficient at using VR headsets without having motion sickness, I think the VR world is going to be big, and I think in turn crypto games are going to be big as well. You know, I'm a big gamer myself, and so I think crypto gaming market makes sense where you can earn money by playing games, and I'm a big gamer myself, and so if there's a market I hope succeeds, it's crypto games, but we'll see. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Gold's using tech a ton. Hey, my man Cryptic, thank you, brother. Thank you for the $10, bro. Yeah. Crypto, specifically Bitcoin, has gone up more in 1 year than gold has in 10,000 years. Yeah. DWAC at 92.25s here, 92.25s. SoFi back over 14s, guys. So SoFi is back over 14s. Looking good. We'll see what happens. DWAC pulling back, but I think we still got some momentum potential here for sure. All right, DWC 92s, 92.20s. Hey, what's up, Rich? But yeah, thank you, Cryptic. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, a lot of crypto projects haven't gotten good footing and will grow. A rich billionaire said the other day, gold has taken hundreds of years to get where it is. Bitcoin surpassed it in a matter of weeks. Yeah, as the comment's saying, market value is only what somebody's willing to pay for it. Comment saying in real estate, and it's true. But yeah, DWAC, let's see if we bounce at 92s. Do y'all think DWAC bounces at 92s? Let me know. Do you think DWAC bounces at $92 here? It's right at 92.30s right now. The VWAP is right under that at 91.20. Do you think it bounces, guys? Let us know. Hey, what's up, Rain? Good morning, bro. Thoughts on Reli, RELI? Yeah, there's the pop. RELI. RELI is interesting. Let's see if it gets and holds over $8. We got PGE in here. Vine ripped up it earlier and then failed. ZG and SBEV is still pretty solid and interesting. Look at SBEV running, guys. It's at 450s right now. 450s. Honestly, man, the market's pretty solid the last week, James. So the market, so to put it in perspective, you didn't miss much, to be honest. The market has been dead for the last 2 months, basically. But this week specifically, James, you joined back at a good time because this week specifically, we've had a lot of craziness. We've had BBIG start to go crazy, DWAC squeezing up big, up to over $92 a share now, almost up to 100. And I think a lot of people are watching and waiting to see if DWAC does test or potentially break $100. We also got SBEV, SOFI. So a lot of stuff has kind of woken up this week so far. V-Bucks are just Fortnite's in-game currency. Hey, for sure, James. Hey, good luck, bro. Hey, nice stonk. All right, guys. Yeah, we got over 400 people here already at about 8:45. So, hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do this live every weekday morning for free right here. So, if you haven't already, hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. Let's keep growing. Let's try to grow. We'll see what happens. What do you think about buying long hold of the SPY? Well, I mean, I think that's fine. I think that's what a lot of traders and investors are doing specifically is just holding the SPY long term. You're just investing in the market, and generally the market goes up. And so, I mean, I think it depends on how long you plan on holding it. I think if you hold it 6 months or less, you're vulnerable. But I think if you hold it long term, like years, then I think you'll probably be fine. But nothing's guaranteed in the market. Good luck, you know? Yeah, as fun as debating is, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Help support the channel. Definitely appreciate it. Hey, thank you, JB. You as well, man. Yeah, I trade futures. I'm trading the macro. I'm trading the E-mini, like the regular E-mini, not the micro E-mini. The one that does 12.50 per tick is what I'm trading. What are we looking at apart from DWAC and BBIG? Well, we're looking at SBEV, which is currently up to 450s. And if we look at the catalyst for SBEV, it's pretty interesting. We're looking at Bkkt. They received authorization for SBEV, which is Splash Beverage Group. They received authorizations as Pulpoloco brand receives authorization for 187 Ralph's grocery stores. So authorization for almost 200 Ralph's grocery stores for SBEV partnership. So we'll see what happens with SBEV. We also have Bkkt here. Look at Bkkt, and this one usually runs up whenever DWAC is running up, but I believe this one has a catalyst here as well. This one is currently at 563s. It's got a float of about 6 million, a little bit less than 6 million. And they did a deal with Nexo to custody Bitcoin and Ether. So to securely custody Bitcoin and Ether, they basically a deal with Nexo platform for Bkkt. So that's running up some. We've got SoFi here, which had a bank charter. So they got approved basically to be a bank themselves for SOFI. And a lot of people are talking about that. It's been consolidating for the last few minutes here. And then DWAC is at 92s. So, you know, that one, a lot of people are watching to see if it breaks 100. And we'll see. It could. All right, so here's the $92 level if we can bounce off of 92. SDC, Smile Direct Club. I don't know about SDC, man. I know it's got a really high short flow, but I think this company is just vulnerable to competition. You know, they're just a mail order dentistry brand, and I think anybody can really do that. And so, you know, I think they've struggled, and we'll see what happens. I think competition has basically hurt this one massively. It's down to $2 a share. So we'll see. It's a high short flow, so maybe it can bounce, but we'll see. And so, yeah, here's Bkkt. Up there, 560s, 560s. AMC down to, or AMC back over 1890, so that's good. PHU win. We're watching that one as well. Over VWAP here. Like I said, let's see if we bounce at 92s for DWAC. All right, guys. So PHU win, DWAC, BBIG, they're all consolidating right now. So are you green or red so far? And like I said, let me know if you think DWAC is going to bounce at $92 here. I think it could. Hey, what's up, Miguel? DWAC bounce at 92 potentially here. We'll see if it does. Could not. It might just break down, but we'll see. Nope, not. We'll see. I mean, it could. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, we're right around the VWAP here, so I think a lot of traders are just waiting to see if it bounces at the volume weighted average price. Here goes BBIG popping up a little bit. It's up to 507s here. Good, Jojo. Honestly, it's time to legalize, bro. Anybody against legalization is just has their head in the sand, man. You know, like I said, if we're selling liquor at gas stations and there's tons of DUIs, DWIs, and wrecks and all this drama and chaotic stuff from alcohol consumption that we sell at gas stations, you can't criminalize cannabis, you know, an objectively less harmful drug. You know what I mean? And the only people that are pushing for it to stay illegal are people that are getting PAC money from the prison industry and pharmaceutical companies. And so it's time to, you know, it's time to be honest about it, just be real about it and legalize it. All right, so we're still at 92s. Hey, thank you, MB. I appreciate you, bro. Become a couch potato? That's just a stigma. That's not really true. I'll put it this way: some of your favorite musicians, your favorite artists, your favorite musicians, your favorite writers used cannabis to create those works of art, almost certainly. You know, so you can say, oh, you know, smokers just sit on their butt and don't do anything. That's not accurate. That's a propaganda mostly from, you know, that's just a stigma, stereotype. All right, guys, so DWC still consolidating around the $92 level. We'll see if we hold. Yeah, for sure, Jason. All right, SoFi bouncing back up. It's at 1411s now, 1411s. BBIG at 505s. We got DWAC at 9170s. Yeah, for sure. And beer makes people productive. Now, that's an argument they don't want to have. Like I said, people are programmed to just, like I said, it's really ironic because you got a lot of people on like the right that are like, yeah, cannabis is bad. But meanwhile, they're also like, yeah, the government's got to stay out of our stuff. You know, the government, small government, the government's got to stay out of their stuff. Except when it comes to cannabis, you know, then they're just going to kind of blindly look the other way as the government stomps on your rights doing so. It's just a ridiculous thing, you know. Like I said, people are truly programmed, you know, in that way. All right, DWAC did bounce around 92s. Let's see if it continues back up. All right, do your thing, Stonk. I'm not mad at you, bro. You know. What's up, crypto? Hey. All right, guys. So yeah, we got PHUN and DWAC. DWAC bounced around the VWAP here, around 92. It popped up a little bit higher. No drugs. Society needs function. Drugs harm parents, kids. Okay, well, where are you going to draw the line there, though? How many cups of coffee have you had today, sir? Are you going to try to pretend that that's not a drug? You're going to pretend that that's not a stimulant? That that's just like a normal thing? But that's okay, right? Like, there's no difference there. You know, that's okay. You know, you'll have 5 cups of coffees, but like drugs are bad, you know? Cheers to you, sir, as I drink my coffee. BBIG, I think is interesting, man. If it can hold over 5, I think it's interesting. Yeah, don't get me started on sugar, man. Yeah, for sure. Cola, you know. You know what's really good is those stevia colas, though. Those stevia colas where they don't have all the sugar, but they're still colas with some caffeine in it. Those are the truth. All right. Yeah, investing is probably the right move, James. Swing trading, investing. Yeah, I think a lot of traders are going to try trading short term and lose, and then they're going to have better footing with swing trading. Swing trading, there's a lot of profitable trades to get involved with. You can correlate different stories in the market, and then play off of those stories, and that's going to be easier to do, and it requires less technical skill. In day trading, it's almost purely technical. So in day trading, it's all technical. Swing trading, you can just play specific stories in the market. And the example I always give is like Mitch would buy video game stocks prior to E3 and made money after E3. The video game stocks went up and he was able to make money that way. I was able to make money in the first crash in 2020, dip buying really healthy companies that I knew would be okay long term, like United Airlines and MGM, in swing trades and options. And so there's a lot of ways you can make money outside of day trading. And I think people get stuck day trading, but a lot of people are going to just be better at swing trading and investing. There's a lot of ways to make money in the market. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Sigma, what's up, bro? Hey, how about vaping? Probably worse than, I don't know, man. I think the reality of it is it depends on which way you look at it with vaping. We're just gonna go through all the hot topics today, huh? But I think I've got some family members that smoke actual cigarettes, and the only people that are trying to claim that vaping is worse for you than actual cigarettes are people that smoke actual cigarettes. They're just justifying using them because they know vapor has been studied for a long time, scientifically proven to be better than smoking anything. Smoking anything's unhealthy, but vaping is obviously a little bit healthier than smoking anything. And so I don't know. I'm torn with vaping. I think the problem now is the ease of use, and so I think it's too easy to use now, and so that makes you're consuming it more now. So I think it's a very nuanced conversation, which I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't do either one. I used to smoke. I know the way I quit smoking is I went from, and if you're smoking right now and you can't quit, the way I quit is I went from smoking cigarettes to vaping nicotine. And then I went from vaping nicotine to vaping CBD. And I went from vaping CBD to nothing. And I was able to quit basically in a week. I quit smoking when I had smoked for like 15 years, And so that's the way I did it. And it worked. Hey, who says swing trading requires less technical skill? I'm not saying that some aspects of swing trading certainly require technical skill. What I'm saying though is that there's certain stories in the market that you could profit from that don't require as much technical skill. Like you don't have to look at moving averages and indicators and all this stuff. There's some stories in the market, just parallel stories, correlating stories, in the market that you can profit from that require less technical skill. If a video game conference is coming up, you can buy up video game stocks. If the market is really extended on the downside and you're looking at these companies and you're like, okay, well, these are healthy companies, you can buy them. There's certain aspects of swing trading that just require less technical skill. Now, there's certain aspects of swing trading that require more. It just depends on your niche of swing trading, and there's a million different ways to do it. Okay, good. Yeah, bro, it works. Songs, man. Listen, it's the way my wife quit. It's the way I quit, man. And I was a smoker for 15 plus years, dude. I smoked since I was 15. I quit when I was 30, and it's been years now, and it works, man. It works because what happens is like you go from cigarettes to nicotine, and then you go from vaping nicotine to vaping CBD. It's kind of like a crutch, and then you go from vaping CBD to nothing. And then you're not addicted by the time you're vaping the CBD, and it just works. It works to quit. At least it worked for me. BBIG, yeah, BBIG up there to 512s, 513s here. We'll see if it continues. It's trying. It's up there to 512s. Let's look at the 525 level up here and see if we run into some resistance there. Hopefully we can get and hold over that. We do have PHUN that's dropping down to 324s under this previous closing price level, which is really relevant. And then I think SoFi is up there to over 14s as well. What brands of cigs were your choice? I used to do Marble. I smoked Cools when I was younger, and then Marble when I got older. But either way, I mean, they don't do anything. They're just death sticks. They don't do anything. They just kill you. You know, I think people mostly smoke because they're bored. At least that's what it was for me, which is bored. But you know, when you look at it objectively, it's like, why am I doing this? This just kills me. It doesn't do anything. You know. But anyways, $92 for DWAC. We'll see if it bounces. Hey, it's all good, James. You know. Yeah, I think all kids did. All right, so BBIG up there to 514s. Release the Robinhood traders. Open the gates. Yeah, are y'all bullish on Hood? What do y'all think about Hood? I used to be so bullish on Hood, man, and then I realized how many traders had turned on it. I used to be so bullish on Robinhood. I used to think Robinhood was going to be straight long term. And then you realize how many traders turned their back on Robinhood after the crazy GameStop AMC fiasco. You know, after that happened, a lot of traders stopped using them. A lot. So are y'all still bullish on Robinhood? Let me know. Right, exactly, Larry. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, well, people with Asperger's generally have a higher than average intelligence. They just lack some social cues, you know. So, you know, it probably just means you're really smart fishing, to be honest. I have some Asperger's, you know, people in my family, and they're all really, really smart, above average IQs for sure. BBIG up there to 513s. You think Robinhood will fall off? Will investors get blank? I don't know, man. I think you have to look at Robinhood's niche, okay? And I think when you have to compare it with its competitors, I think that Webull is obviously a better zero commission platform for new traders. You know, what I think Robinhood does well is the ease of use, specifically with options. I think Robinhood options are really easy to trade. But the question is, are traders going to continue to use Robinhood? And I don't know, man. They're down to $15 a share. They have not rebounded. And we'll see DWAC pulling back under 92s now. It's down to 91.12s here, 91.12s for this. So we'll see what happens. But they're struggling. All right, so DWAC now under 91.15s here, under 91.15s. We'll see if it actually holds. I feel like Robinhood needs crypto to survive. They're still getting sued. I believe it, man. Hood has the most popularity on iOS, Google Play, even though their stock struggles. Yeah, so it's interesting to see where they're going to go, you know. All right, guys, so DWAC pulling back some. Let's see if it bounces here. BBIG at 510s. Yeah, for sure, Chris. I mean, I'm not saying I support Robinhood. I just think that Robinhood options are easy to use. Like, I definitely enjoyed. The problem is that they charge commissions on their options trades, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do. What a swing Tilray. I don't know. I think if we're talking about cannabis stocks, this is probably the best looking one, but I have no idea, man. I don't know. It just depends on what Tilray does, who knows? Cannabis market, I used to think that now that they hold both, I thought that the current government that holds enough seats would legalize it like they said they would, but for some reason they just haven't. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be dependent on when it gets legalized here. Yeah, PHUN is running up with DWAC here, but now DWAC is pulling back some here. SoFi still ripping up, and we still have SBEV, which is a beverage company. It's up to 450s. So, we're getting some movement. All right, so SoFi's up there to 1450s. Let's see if DWC bounces at 90. Do y'all think it bounces at 90? Yeah, y'all like the vid, guys. Thank you, guys. Y'all like the vid. BBIG's not really tanking. It's just down to 5s. So, I mean, it's not really tanking. It depends on what your definition. Tanking is a subjective thing. It's a subjective expression. But, like, it's dropping. I think $5 is big. I think if you want to see it work, it's got to hold over 5. I think if it can hold over $5, then we're looking good. You know what I mean? If it can't, we'll see. I'm still bullish in it. I'm still holding some of it, to be honest. But we'll see if it holds over 5. Same thing with like DWAC. I want to see if DWAC can hold over the volume weighted average price at like 92 bucks. Yeah, BBIG has so far been in, this 470 to 525 range. So we'll see. It's got some time. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. We got 200 likes. Let's try to run it up to 300 if we can. Come on, guys. Let's run those likes up to 300 if we can. What about Baby Doge? I've heard something about Baby Doge. What do you guys think? Somebody explain to me what the utility of Baby Doge is and how we're going to use it in crypto. Vortex reporting AMC shares shorted at estimated 103.24 million shares. Yeah, but in a stock that's got 500 million, that's roughly 20% of the float. And so it's like, yeah, it's a 20% short float stock, but does that mean that it's squeezing up in a really parabolic way? No. It's 20% of the float. That would be significant if the stock had like a 200 million float. You know what I mean? But AMC now, since the dilution, has over 500 million in the float. And so it's 20%. Is 504 position on BBIG a big risk? I don't know, man. It depends on what your plan is, how loose you're going to be with it. I think it could be, but I think it depends. I'm looking at $5 right now, and really I'm looking at these support levels underneath this. And so, I really don't know what BBIG is going to do. I'm holding some small position, but we'll see. Yeah, I feel you, Cal. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the right move for you, Cal. I just know for me, I definitely started doing better once I started to trade with a larger account. All right, so the SPY is almost up to 459s. It's at 458.30s. We'll see if it continues. Here's SBEV dipping down. DWAC still trying, and BBIG holding at 509s. We'll see if it continues. We'll see. Yeah, what's up, Abel? What's up, bro? Hey, good morning, man. Hey, yes, sir. Hey, John, what happened to Trader T? I'm not sure, man. I mean, listen, I've been running this stream for years. You know, traders come and go. They really do. If you looked at the stream a year ago, we'd have very different people here. So one thing I've learned is that traders come and go. You know, some traders succeed, some don't, and in the end, it just fluctuates. That's right. Hit the like button. Yesterday, what was down? I've made money every day over the last 6 days. Like I said, I showed you guys my trader view. All right, so right now BBIG's got the most attention. It's up to 507s here, so 507s. VBOS ripping. Let's check it out. VBOS at 230s. Yeah, hey, flying up from VBOS. Let's look at the catalyst and see what's going down with this for it. So for VBOS right now, they said they reported an 18 times increase in sleep apnea diagnostic testing by Vivos dentists using their sleep image technology for 3 months, ending in December 31st. So yeah, they announced basically 18 times increase in sleep apnea diagnostic testing. So good news for it. And it's ripping up here. Let's see what the float is now. So the float for this one is 18 million. And I'm using Benzinga to find the float, guys. Super useful. I think you can try Benzinga out completely free for weeks without even needing a credit card number to test them out. They're one of the only cool companies that I know of that allows you to do that. And I'll post this link if you want to try them out completely free. There's a lot of really dope stuff with Benzinga. And here's the link. It's a great way to help support us, even if you just try out the free trial. Yeah, for sure, James. Hey, bro, we're happy to have you here, brother, for sure, man. Hope you and the family's doing well, man. James is one of the only people here I actually allow on my Facebook. You know. Do you think we can touch 650 today? I mean, I think it's possible, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. But it's certainly possible. What's up, day trading? Yeah, VBOS is flying up. Small float, big movement. Have you heard the new Weekend album? No, have not. MLLN. All right, guys, we got about 19 minutes. We got over 400 people here, about 425 people here. So, hey, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let's run those numbers up. We're edging closer to 77,000 subscribers. So, hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I certainly appreciate it. All right, good luck, Sam. What's up, bro? Yeah, MLLN is too. There's no volume here. Bkkt, I think, is a little bit interesting to watch. All right, guys, let's do this. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, listen, bro, we should sometime this summer, dude. I know we're going to Florida, so we should plan a meetup when we go to Florida sometime this summer, brother. You know, and yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, so DWAC back up to 92s here. It's back up to 92s. BBIG still trying to hold over 5s, but DWAC is back up to 92s. Let's see if it continues here. It's trying to get up to 9380s or 94s here. So we'll see, but it's trying to make moves. We got 250 likes. Do it now, guys. Listen, everybody's doing it. Just try it one time. You know, see how it feels. All the cool kids, popular kids, they're hitting the like button. So you should too, guys. Do it now. Peer pressure. Try it one time. See how it feels. Hit the like button. Yeah, for sure. DWIC, yeah, it's back up to 92s here. And I still think this $92 is a big level. I think $92 is a big level. So we'll see. It's trying. It's at 92s. Yeah, for sure. We can go by Kyle's house too, James. Kyle just got a house in Florida. Hey, for sure. Hit me up on Discord, Kyle. I got you. All right, guys. SoFi up there to 14s. We got BBIG up there to 5s. Yeah, that's right, Rush. You know, you got to do it. Hit the like button. All right, but yeah, DWAC. Let's see if it breaks 92s and holds here. This is the big level, is whether it breaks 92 and holds. It could. We'll see. Got a lot of big movement right now. SoFi up there over 14s here. SoFi's at 1426s, 1427s here. So getting some movement. BBIG still consolidating at $5 here. SoFi is up there to 1427s. 15 minutes. Hey, what's your favorite stock this morning, guys, and why? Your favorite stock this morning and why? Let me know. I gotta go with DWAC. It looks the best. BBIG is probably number 2. SoFi number 3. Bkkt number 4. But we're still in BBIG, so I hope it goes up, of course. Yeah, those are mine too, swerving. Like, these two are probably mine as well. It's just DWAC and BBIG. All right, guys. DWAC pulling back to the VWAP here. We'll see if it bounces right here at 91.25, 91.30s. So it's trying. You ever trade IPOs? Sometimes, not a ton. How about Fubo? I have Fubo, so I'm actually like a Fubo customer. I don't know. Fubo just didn't hold the big gains that it made earlier in the year. It got up to 62s and it kind of came right back down. So it just didn't hold the gains it made, unfortunately. So, like, we'll see. DWAT just too expensive. I trade AMD every day. Can be bought and sold. Yeah, I love AMD, man. I've been trading AMD for years. PHUN is the sympathy move, Jim, to DWAC. So PHUN is just moving with DWAC. Yeah, that's all it is. All right, guys. So BBIG at 508. So let's see if we can start testing these highs. Do you think BBIG is going to continue popping up? I think if it can get over 525s, 530s, then it's looking pretty solid here. And we got a decent amount of support underneath us here, down to 450, I think. And so I think it's really interesting. Do you guys like BBIG, or what do you guys think is going to happen? You know, I know AMC started to creep up some. It's at 1880s, but it's still in the teens. Y'all think AMC is going to bounce back? BBIG NFT crypto deal. Yeah, if we look at BBIG's catalyst here. Binko Ventures, 130 million in the float. I think this is just a squeeze right now for BBIG. I think if we look at the short float data here in the squeeze app, it's just a squeeze. 21% short float, 123 million in the float. So I think it's just a squeeze for BBIG. We'll see if it continues. All right, guys, we got 12 minutes. Look at BBIG from 2 days ago, back on 5 or 15, trend up, broke, pullback to yesterday, moving range, could be a healthy pullback. Yeah, I mean, I think we got a lot of support we're kind of dipping into right here. You know, I think you can see all the support at 5s, at 487s, at 475s, at 470s. You know, I think we just got a lot of support we're dipping into. So we'll see. All right, guys, we got 11 minutes into the opening bell. We're on a 6-day green streak. We'll see if we can keep that green streak alive. ZG and X is another one we're watching. SBEV is popping back up. Look at SBEV here. So SBEV's up there at 470s right now, 472s. So we'll see if we can keep it up. A quick update, I haven't been able to watch this morning. BBIG is pulling back to $5. DWAC is up big on the day, broke previous highs from yesterday at $90 and is consolidating around $90.50. We got SBEV running. SoFi got bank charter approval, so they're going to be a bank now, and they are up pretty big up to 1430s. We've got VINE, which pushed up and then crashed down earlier today. We've got Pixie on the move up. We got a lot of gappers this morning, basically, Bob. Hey, so not 16-day. I'm on a 7-day green streak. It's like 7, something like that. All right, guys. Green or red this morning? And if so, if green on what, if red on what, let us know. Bkkt, yeah, Bkkt is another one that I didn't mention this morning yet. Bkkt up to 570s. That's good. All right, guys. All right, let's do BBIG. Let's see what happens here, guys. BBIG up to 506. DWC at 91s. Apple. Yeah, we can watch Apple. SPY is up today, too, but we're watching Bkkt to see if we can find anything. Yeah, there's a huge volcano in the Tonga Islands. It's tough, man. All right, so DWC back up to 91.18s, 91.18s. All right, guys. 8 minutes. Let me know what your favorite stock is. We got over 400 people here, so hey, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate it if you do. Let's keep growing. Let's keep making some money. Little Big League, huh? My daughter and I watched Little Big League for the first time the other day. What's your favorite baseball movie? It's got to be Sandlot, Rookie of the Year, Little Big League. Which one? Let me know. Yeah, we've only had one trade. We're down like $15 leading into the open, but it's pretty small. And again, we're on like a 6 or 7 day green streak. Let me see how many green days we've had in a row. Let me look at my trader view reports. Still watching DWC and BBIG. A little bit slower this morning than they were yesterday. But let's see. So let me see how many days we've had green. We are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green days since the 7th. Our last red day was the 6th. So since the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we're green today, it'll be the 7th green day in a row. 7th green day in a row. Sandlot, Field of Dreams. Yeah, Field of Dreams is dope. I like Field of Dreams too. Sandlot, yeah. Sandlot's probably the GOAT. DWAC feels like it needs to break for a day or two and form a new base, but who knows? Chasers are here and buyers aren't letting go. I have alerts in case it starts going. GameStop mode for scalps. Yeah, for sure. Major League. Love of the Game is good. Yeah, I like Love of the Game too. Moneyball, great movie. Love Moneyball. All right, so DWAC at 91.20s here, guys. We got 7 minutes. Little Big League, yeah. I mean, that's, I don't know. Sandlot's probably the best one. It's my favorite growing up. My favorite growing up was the Sandlot. At this point in time, I've just seen it so many times. My daughter and I's favorite is Rookie of the Year. Bkkt at 580s. So it's trying to break back up. SoFi up there. We're still looking at like PHUN at 320s. Hey, thank you, Jim. I appreciate you, bro. SBEV still moving. Look at SBEV, guys, ripping up at 512s, 513s for SBEV, at 520s now at the high. What's up, Chelsea? Hey, good morning. But yeah, look at SBEV, guys, at 514s. All right, we got 512s. What's happening with AMC? Nothing. I mean, AMC is just AMC. It's just sideways. You know, it's 1850s. Yeah, wild thing. Could make it harder and ask what is the best sports movie? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I don't even know what the best sports movie would be. I like Moneyball. I really do like Moneyball. Football, there's not really that many good football movies. There's Any Given Sunday. I'm trying to think of all the other football movies. There's The Replacements. SoFi. Yeah, SoFi's up to 1430s, guys. 1430s. So let's see if it breaks. It's at 1430s. It's trying. It's at almost the 1450s. Rudy. Yeah, Rudy. Hey, what's up? Yes. Good morning to you as well. Yeah, SBEV still trying. DWAC back over 91s, testing 92s right now. I'm sure PHUN is starting to move up a little bit with it. PHUN's got to get over the previous closing price. But there's SBEV. Ladybugs. Remember the Titans. Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably. Yeah, Space Jam. I like your hat, brother. Hey, go Tigers, sir. You know, hopefully LSU can have a good game this year. How about the Bengals, though? I'm living through the Bengals as an LSU fan this year. So the Bengals. Chiefs are still looking really good. You know, the Bucks are looking really good again. But I hope the Bengals can take it. Great game over the weekend, even though the refs were a little sketch. Let's be honest here. Refs had some suspect calls in that Bengals game. Both sides, too. Yeah, BBIG, $5 support. I'm for that. I hope it holds at $5. It's been consolidating over fives. SoFi is starting to test that 1450 level. So we'll see if we break over that high. The high of pre-market now for SoFi is at 1470. So we'll see if we can break. That's right, Derek. SoFi 1450s. Yeah, it's testing for sure. All right, guys, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. Good luck. Hit the like button. And let's try to make some money today. We need 21 more likes to break 300. Y'all can do that. Y'all can muster that. Y'all can handle that. Hit the like button. Do it now. Stop being stingy. We don't charge a penny for anything. Everything's free. We don't sell a course, service, anything. Hit the like. Do it now. You know you want to. BBIG bouncing back up to 508s, guys. Bouncing back up to 508s. Bouncing right off of $5. Testing the VWAP. It's got to get over the VWAP here. It needs to break over 510 and hold. Is what it's got to do. Yeah, Levi. They're looking good, bro. I hate to say it, too. Yeah, for sure, Rob. I don't know what he's doing, bro. Woodlawn from Baton Rouge. All right, 2 minutes, guys. Hey, good luck. I love you all. Let's make some money today. We're going to try to keep the green streak alive. Like I said, we got 7 days of green in a row. 7-day green streak in a row. Let's try to make some money. MMAT? MMAT I think is interesting. I like the technology, but the stock is $2. So I don't know. You know, I like the tech. We'll see how this one does in the next year. We need more grants for more likes. Hey, thank you, Just James. I appreciate you, bro. All right, guys, let's do this. Hey, we broke 300 likes. We got 310 now. Thank you, team. All right, guys, good luck. All right, guys, we got like 40 seconds, but still. BBIG, guys, we're watching it. BBIG, we're watching it. It's up there to 508s. Let's see if we can get over the VWAP and hold support at like 510. SoFi still moving up. Still watching SBEV here. up there to 5s. DWAC kind of consolidating in a range for the last like 20 minutes or so. But SBEV looks good. ZG and X, we're watching that. AMC all the way back under VWAP here. SBEV still trying to pop. We got 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. Good luck. All right, guys, there's the bell. Good luck. All right, so DWAC down to 90.50s initially. BBIG at 505s. Big dip on BBIG here. Big drop. SoFi dipping pretty quickly down to 14.13s here. SBEV's trying to pop. DWAC profit taking is happening now, I guess, for DWAC. Big drop down to 89.70s. 89.70s. All right, so let's go ahead and switch the scanners over so we can see what's moving here. BBI has been popping up today, I guess. BBI. DWAC dipping hard here, but BBIG is back up here. BBI's at 34.70s, 34.70s. So yeah, BBIG is up to 507s here, guys. 507s. So BBIG kind of reclaimed here. SoFi pulling back to 14 and holding. Let's look for some red to green moves. You know, I think a lot of the time when this stuff happens, we get like red to green moves where we get drops and then we get rebounds here. And so I'm kind of just looking for some red to green moves. Bitcoin popping up with the market. Yeah, Bitcoin up to 42.2 thousand. So that looks good. Still going to be watching SBEV here. Maybe PHUN is probably following suit and dipping down with DWAC. But looking at SBEV, see if we can get a red to green move here. Here's the previous closing price for DWAC, which is right around 86.30s. So let's see if we hold support there and then rebound. SBEV is up there to 480s. A lot of stuff just dipping. What's the SPY doing? Okay, so the SPY is down. It's testing lows, but it's kind of sideways still. SBEV pulling back some. All of these are up pretty big, though, on the day. And so it's understandable that we might get some slight corrections and then some reversals back up. AMC's actually popping up. So look at AMC, guys. AMC testing the previous closing price, which is a really relevant level at 1880. So we'll see if it holds. SPY moving back up in green on the day. BBI is still trying to move, even though it's a pretty cheap stock, but it's down. It's down now. AMC breaking over the previous closing price. DWAC bouncing right off of that previous closing price. And it's one of the big reasons you should be paying attention to the previous closing price. If you're not watching it, you're missing out. It's a really relevant level in technicals. So, you know, here for DWAC, you look exactly where we went, broke over. AMC just popped over that. And then SoFi's dipping down some. But again, we're looking for red to green moves right now. So red to green moves is what we're really looking for. And we'll see if we get them. Vale, V-A-L-E. Yeah, AMC's pumping. Vale is up, yeah. We're watching that. DWAC's back up to 89.20s here, 89.20s. BBIG's up to 497s, 498s too. Yeah, SPY's moving up. VWAP's a little bit too low for me personally. AMC is up to over 19s here, so AMC's moving as well. Still in the teens, but it might be able to break over 20. We'll see. DWAC down under VWAP here. Let's see if we can build up some support. Same thing with BBIG. We're just letting some stuff play out right now. Waiting for some, you know, red to green moves, waiting for some pullbacks. Just kind of playing things out. SPY dipping down, but mostly sideways currently. BBI is bouncing back off of the previous closing price. If you want to see how relevant the previous close is, look at these levels. DWAC bounced directly off of the previous closing price. BBI bounced directly off of the previous closing price. It's a relevant level. You should be paying attention. AMC up there to 19s. So here goes DWAC testing the previous close for the second time. BBIG looks like it's going to fight back potentially and break over these highs. So we'll see. All right, so we just made a little $5 bill from Apple. Nothing huge, a little bit of money. AMC dipping down here. Let's see if it bounces. DWAC breaking under that previous closing price, which is not good. BBIG looks pretty good, though. It's over 5s. It's over 503s. Let's see if we can get over the VWAP and hold. All right, BBI is ripped up as well. AMC's flying up too. All right, so we just made a little bit more for Apple here, but it's a small trade. We're only down like $6 on the day. DWAC breaking down. BBIG, let's see if we can pop over 5s. It's got to hold. BBI bouncing directly off of that previous close here. So here's BBI. Let's look to see when SoFi stops bleeding. All right, so we just made another little few money from the SPY itself, and that brings us to basically green on the day. So we made some money on the SPY, small little trades, but just to show you what we did so far, we shorted the SPY, we shorted Apple, and we shorted the SPY and Apple basically. Starting to pop back up for the SPY here. Let's see what happens with Apple. Big green move on the market. So watch a lot of large caps start to push up with this move. Hopefully DWC might. Here's BBIG still testing 505s. So it's still trying. It's still testing it. What are you guys watching right now? Sideways action in the market. So we're going to wait for a trend to play out now. SBEV is bouncing off of the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. All right, so and you can see BBIG start to dip down now. Again, let's see if it holds at 5s. DWAC the same thing. ISIG is trying, but it didn't really do much. IMTE. Yeah, IMTE is halted at 11s now. BBIG with a nice down wick here. Let's see if we get an upward move now. All right, so there goes Apple and the SPY heading back up here. So the SPY breaking highs now. Still sideways in the trend, though. If we look at the broader trend in the market, it's sideways. So we need this trend to kind of look a little bit more bullish if we're going to take any positions again here. So we're just going to wait. And part of this, guys, like a lot of traders romanticize the opening bell. They get really excited for the open, and they end up forcing things and losing a bunch of money in the first 10 to 15 minutes. It's almost always better. There goes BBIG, breaking over highs, looking good. So BBIG's running now. So BBIG's over 5s. Let's see if it holds the VWAP here. That's the first step. But my point is that a lot of traders are going to have a lot better results just waiting for that first 5, 10, 15 minutes to pass after the open. Don't romanticize the open too much. It can be super risky and just random a lot of the time. Wow, BBIG with a huge sell order coming in at 515s. SPY breaking highs, looking strong. Up there to 560s now for the SPY. So the SPY is now green. Huge rejection candle for BBIG down to 493s now. Big sell order coming through. IMTE halted. Doesn't mean that BBIG's done. I mean, it's up so much in the last few days. It's not unreasonable to expect a consolidation day, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm just saying it's up huge in the last few days. Yeah, IMTE's halted. It'll resume in 2 minutes or so. Is my video off? Is my video off back? What's happened? Did something not work? Seemed to be working for me. I just reset it just in case. No, it must be for your end, Davey. But we're back. We got to work it. All right, so BBIG testing these lows at 493s here. So we'll see what happens. SoFi starting to come back. IMTE should be resuming like right now. Or not right now, in like a minute or so. So back. Okay, cool. All right, so Apple's still trying to make a move up. We're going to buy a little bit of Apple right here and see what we can do. We'll cut it if it doesn't hold the VWAP and just get out. The SPY's pushing up, so I was hoping we get some sympathy moves with it, but if not, it's all good. BBIG bouncing at the low at 485. That's really nice. So BBIG bouncing at the lows. DWAC finally broke under the previous closing price, which is not a good sign. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, these are both up huge in the last day. So we'll see what we can expect from them. All right, so we're going to have to cut AMD here. We'll give it one more second. Yeah, I guess we're going to cut it. We'll let it test 170. BBIG back up there to 5s. All right, yeah, we got to cut this. Oh, no, I do this at least once a day where I forget to change my order and I end up losing much more because of it. We also lost some in the SPY here, so we're down like 30 bucks on the day, which is pretty small. We're just getting big swings back and forth from both directions, so it's all good. All right, DWAC dumped, but BBIG is back up there. BBIG back over 5, so let's see if it holds. BBIG at 504s, still consolidating, still holding. All right, so we lost a little bit of money. Let me see how much down. We're down 29 bucks, so could be better, but it's all good. I'm gonna short a little bit into Apple right here, see if we can ride this down. BBIG still trying to hold up, and we're still holding some BBIG here, but it's still trying. It's struggling. We're going to see if this previous closing price can reject this here for Apple. And honestly, if it's my time to have a losing day, it's my time. We had a good run. A lot of traders are profitable. They just can't cut losses and accept losing days. And so we're going to be willing to accept it. If it's not a winning day today, it's all good. Every day's not going to be green. You know, we're 7 green days in a row. So can't expect every day to be green, and that's not a reasonable expectation for trading. All right, DWAC still breaking down. SPY turning down too. There we go. I wanted to take profit, we just didn't because all right, SPY is completely turning around here, so we might actually hold this Apple trade. BBIG is creeping back up over 5 again, so back up over 5. BBIG up to 503s here. Are you going to buy BBIG, guys? Let me know. All right, we're going to cut a little bit there, finally take some profit off in Apple, and just going to ride the rest down. Like I said, do you think BBIG is going to break and hold over 5s? Let me know. Yeah. Big tech has been weak. What's up, DS? Oh man, I look the other way and Apple just squeezes up big here. So we're going to cover that pretty close to break even. Not fully, but we're down like $2 there. So we'll just wait. SPY is very choppy and sideways. So we're going to move on to other things. Here's the SPY right here. So we're pretty sideways right now. DWAC is just not looking the other way. There's the BBIG squeeze. Is it time? There's the BBIG squeeze. It's up to 510s, 511s here, guys. So that looks great for BBIG. Is it time for the squeeze, guys? Let me know. What do you guys think? SPY heading back up too, so the SPY is green. BBIG still consolidating here. Let's see if we get some volume show up. SBEV breaking down. A lot of stuff is basically breaking down right now. All right, so there's the BBIG squeeze up there to 516s, guys, 517s. SPY sideways, but BBIG is squeezing up. It's up to 515s now. It's like 30%, if I remember correctly, Butters. All right, we're in a little bit of SPY trades, 25 shares. Covering, 10 shares left. Got ourselves to green on the SPY though, which is nice. We're gonna cover some more. SPY reversing up big here, and BBIG is too. Look at BBIG at 518s now. BBIG up to 520s. 1 to 2 million shares of volume per minute. A little bit more of the SPY here, see if we can get some upward momentum. We pull back to 459. We'll add a little bit more to this, I think. All right, here's BBIG pulling back to the VWAP here. I think this BBIG level, this VWAP level is really big. All right, so we added another 50 shares to the SPY. But yeah, I think this VWAP area right here at 505 is really important. All right, we're going to cover a little bit into the SPY. Keep scalping out of this. Oh, crap, dude. It's trash day, guys. Here, we're going to get out of this on the SPY, and then I'll be right back. I got to take the trash out today. All right, I'll be right back. I got to take the trash out. If not, wife's going to be mad at me. I'll be right back. Like, give me like 30 seconds. Oh, man, I'm tired, bro. I had to run out there, dude. Whew. SoFi breaking down. SPY sideways. All right, we're back. I just hope I remembered. I think they already probably took my trash, but hopefully they did. SPY is purely sideways. We got to wait for that to break out. BBIG is still trying over 5s. It's at 505s right now. The VWAP is just a really big level. Whew, man, that's the hardest I've ran in a while. 60 seconds. Hey, honestly, for what I had to do, 60 seconds is an accomplishment, bro. All right, guys. So BBIG is still trying. It's up there to 506. SPY is sideways. DWC is not sideways, though, but everything else is. BBIG included, SPY, Apple. Did I catch it? Is that him? Yes. Yes. I got it, dude. I got my trash out, bro. My trash needed, listen, I got a family of 4, bro. My trash needed to be taken out. We did it. All right. We're also scalping on Apple right now, and we've been scalping on Apple after this big pop in the SPY. Got ourselves down to only 15 bucks a day. BBIG starting to run up. Hopefully that helps me potentially in green. Man, I need some water. Got 10 cents from Apple. Yeah, I mean, as a scalper, that's what you do. I look for 10 cents. 10 cents is fine. You know, look, even the SPY here, we might try to get, 50 cents or so, but, how many cents per share doesn't really matter. It depends on the niche of trading you're using. SBEV, what's SBEV doing? SBEV is still sideways. IMTE. Ooh, man, IMTE slammed down. Is this an offering? Is this offering news for IMTE? What's going on with this? All right, we just took a little bit off of the SPY on that little dip buy. We'll let the rest run. Let me see what the news was on IMTE. I thought I looked it up earlier. I'll go ahead and take the rest off there. Report of a foreign private issuer pursuant to Rule 13A16 or 15D16 under the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. BBI, SPY. What's up, Daniel? AMC bad? What's AMC doing? All right, so BBIG starting to squeeze back up. It's at 5/16, 5/16. So there's the move up here. It's been kind of sideways, but it's holding really well over 5. And I think that's great news. Yeah, for sure, Miguel. You know, bro. SPY bouncing here. Maybe I should have held a little bit more of that, but it's all good. All right, so here's BBIG still trying to break over these highs here. No. I did not want to short. Okay, we'll short that. I got really lucky there. We'll buy back into it. All right, it's going to pop up on, we're in the SPY. BBIG just breaking highs here, guys. All right, we're gonna cover here into the SPY. As we break these highs, cover a little bit more into that. BBIG up there to 520s here, guys. 520s. Looks good. We're almost break even on the day. AMC trying to pop back up here, but it's just mostly sideways right now. Look at BBIG squeezes going on, guys. Look, it's up there to 530s, 533s, 535s for BBIG. Look at this run. So BBIG is squeezing up. It's at 530s here. 530s. Now let's see if we get a pullback here. This looks like 520s for a bounce area, maybe. SPY has been slightly green, but mostly sideways. Could also bounce at 25 or 20s here, so let's watch BBIG to see if we bounce there or not. Let's try. We're still holding small. What about fun? I think PHUN is probably just following DWC, so my guess, I haven't even looked at fun, but I think it's probably down. Yeah. All right, so here's a big pullback for BBIG, guys. Big pullback for BBIG. I'm gonna add a little bit more to BBIG like we just did. Might add to the SPY here. All right, just cut a little bit more off the SPY. Scalped Apple a little bit. All right, so we are break even now in the market. So we are now break even. Looks like my ad on BBIG was nice. We'll take that. SPY testing highs. So let's see if we can actually get a break over this so we can get some type of momentum coming through here. SPY still up here at the highs. All right, so now we are green on the day. We are effectively green on the day now. Buy a little bit of the SPY here, 25 shares. See if we can get a bounce. Break even on the SPY. Watching BBIG to see what happens here. We added a little bit to it. AMC is back over 19s. All right, we're gonna give it one chance to bounce for the SPY. Like cut it if it can't. Trying to move up. BBIG back up, guys, back up. AMC pulling back to the VWAP here. Nice. Gonna cover the SPY, cover Apple. Nicely green on the day now. So still in BBIG. Got out of that SPY at the right time. All right, SPY, big pullback, confirming the sideways trend. I guess I could buy into this. About 25 shares into the SPY. BBIG starting to push back up. It's at 425s right now. 430s, almost 430s. Under 459s, I think we got to cut the SPY. Yeah, we're going to have to cut that. We lost $3 there. It's all good. BBIG starting to head back up, though, so that's great. Still green on the day. We made that money right back in Apple. We should have held the SPY. That bounce would have worked beautifully here. DWIC still breaking lows. AMC consolidating at the VWAP here. SPY is so choppy right now, man. Look how choppy the SPY is. It's just not doing anything. All right, so we lost a little bit on Apple again, so I think we're pretty close to break even. Yeah, we're slightly up on the day. I'll show you the P&L if you really want to see it, but very slow. Here's the P&L. $1.44 green. We kind of going back and forth here. It's really difficult to make money when the SPY is choppy, but we're in BBIG, and so we're hoping that squeezes up. We even added to it, and so we'll see if it continues. Yeah, I feel you, Juan. It's all good, bro. All right, so catching back up in the chat. All right, so we'll see if BBIG can bounce and hold support. All right, so yeah, we'll see if it breaks 460. It's still consolidating though. We need it to break. You know, it's very slow market. VVOF. All right, there goes BBIG, guys. BBIG is looking great. BBIG up to 527s. VVOS is starting to edge higher as well. There's 429s, 430s for BBIG. $527s. SPY starting to break down. Look at the SPY coming down here under the VWAP. VVOS breaking highs. It's at 242s, 243s right now. SPY breaking down. Let's see if DWC can hold support at 78. All right, I like this down wick. We're going to buy into the SPY a little bit heavier here now that we have this down wick. So we just bought into the SPY. BBIG starting to head up. Big loss on the SPY. Not a big loss, but big quick rejection back down here, which is not really what I expected. We got this big down wick. So usually when we have a big down wick like this, we're going to get some continuation on the upside. But okay, there we go. We're green again. Let's see if we're right. There we go. All right, so we covered. But it corrected really quickly, but we still covered it. I think, yeah, we were able to catch that. All right, so we're still in the SPY. All right, so BBIG is looking great. It's at 528s. Might even add to the SPY here. All right, so we just added a little bit more. We're in 50 shares of the SPY. We're going to start swinging a little bit heavier now that the first, 30 minutes have played out in the market. So 50 shares of the SPY. And if we dip under the VWAP, we're just going to cut it. All right, BBIG on the move up. Looks good. And looks like we're probably going to have to cut this. We took our swing. Yeah, we're going to have to get out. That's weak. Oh, no, I added double to it. Oops. What do I do here? Okay. Well, We just lost way more than we needed to, being stupid, accidentally adding to a position. We're down 20 bucks on the day. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. But man, I don't know what to do when the market is like this. Like, look at the SPY here. It's so choppy. Like, if you zoom out, very sideways. But BBOS is interesting. DWAC is bouncing, and BBIG is making the test that we want to see. Ideally, I mean, I wouldn't mind if the SPY started to break down, you know? Also, guys, if you want to help support the channel, check out Bkkt. Bkkt is super dope because what Bkkt allows you to do is, number one, Bkkt has this new Launchpad section, which is honestly really, really cool. It basically allows you to get in early on some of these debuts in the crypto space. And, you know, the last one they did was CST, Content Shoppers Token, and it freaking ran. People made like 700% on that. And so you can get in early. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. You can go to this Launchpad section. You can go to this Launchpad section, and it's a new platform for Bkkt. Content Shoppers Token was the first one. You can win free tokens. And look at Content Shoppers Token now, CST. This thing was up huge. It started off at like 1 cent. It's now at 6 cents, so 7 cents. So it's 7 times what it was. So really, really dope. You could also buy Shiba Inu, you know, Dogecoin. You know, Sheeb is here. You know, they have Doge here. They've got Mana. You know, they've got Sandbox, Engine. They've got a lot of the crypto gaming tokens. Engine is up 5% today, and you can regularly invest. You know, in the U.S., you can use them. They have XRP. They got a lot of stuff. You could also copy trade, which is what most people use them for. And honestly, there's some really profitable traders here. Like, look at this guy. He's full, but he's made $33,000 over the last 3 weeks, running 79% accuracy with 900% gains. So that's pretty solid trades. If you look at his trades, first thing you always want to do is go to their copy trades. He's not sitting on any big losses. But if we look at this dude's history, look at this guy's green trades. Green, 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 and you can copy these guys trade for trade. So it automatically enters and exits every time they take a position, which is really cool because it's a new age form of investing. You can analyze and use your mind to figure out which traders have the best stats that you want to follow, and then you can adjust how much you trade with them. So like, say I wanted to follow this person here. You know, I could say, hey, I want to follow him with 50% of their size. If they're trading too large and you're not comfortable with that, I can go to fixed ratio and say 0.5. That's 50% of the sizing. And then I can give myself a stop loss. You know, the last one, he wasn't really losing over 40 or 50%. And so I think if I can set it, if he loses over 40%, get out, and I can give him $1,000 max to trade with. That way I'm kind of protected. I can't guarantee you're going to make money here, but this is a way to kind of limit your risk in these situations. You can also be a copy trader. And if you look at this, these guys are a lot of them are not trading huge. Like if we look at accumulated transactions, this guy has 93% accuracy, $235 is all he's made in the last 3 weeks, but he's got 75 people following him. This guy's made $10, but he's still got 33% following him, and you can earn 8% of whatever you make everybody else. So you make everybody else 100K, you get $8,000 for doing that. And so it's really useful, and you can even practice in the future section. So if you want to practice, you can go to, where's practice? You can go to futures demo. And so if you want to go to futures demo, I can just go to USDT demo and practice to be a copy trader. I could always also trade with leverage here, guys. So I can go to, I can get up to 125 times leverage trading crypto futures, shorting Bitcoin or going long in Bitcoin. I can short and go long with leverage, and you can make some money if you know what you're doing. Just be careful because leverage can get you in trouble. And so just a really diversified platform that does accept US users. They do have KYC verification in the US, and it's super easy to deposit money. You just go to buy crypto at the top right, and you can just say it's cheapest to buy USDT, and that's what they use to fund your copy trading and all that stuff. So it's way cheaper to buy UST, so you can go $500 worth of UST using Visa or MasterCard, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and there's multiple different ways. You'll get your coins within 10 minutes usually. And you can also just buy it on Coinbase and send it over. That's another option you can use as well. And so, yeah, if you want to check out Bkkt, really dope platform, guys. I'll post this link. I try not to plug anything for the first few hours of the stream, the first like 3 hours. And so I hope you guys understand. If you want to help support the channel, you know, check them out. Here's the link. All right. So we are down slightly on the day. Market is sideways here. BBIG is consolidating, and somebody said the QQQ. QQQ is doing really well today, to be honest here. Relative to the SPY, which is down, QQQ is doing pretty solid. but we're really sideways in a lot of these. BBIG, we're still looking good. I still think the trend is up in BBIG. We're making some money in the SPY itself, so we made some money back in the SPY. And yeah, so we're capitalizing the SPY here. We might short a little bit more, to be honest, if we can. We're only down $13 on the day. We're really fighting for the green day today. There's BBIG back over 520s. All right, BBIG back up to 525s, consolidating really nicely there, looking good. DWAC trying to get back. Let's see if BBIG does. All right, so we're scalping the SPY again here. Cover a little bit more in there, holding 10 shares left. Riding the rejection here, so. All right, we're going to cover that. So we just scalped a little bit on the SPY, writing that down. We're only down $6 on the day, so we're pretty close to break even, and all things considered, it's not a bad day. We'll see. Also, guys, the other thing to check out is Top Step. Top Step funds traders and futures. And a lot of traders are like, hey, how can I trade the same way as you? You know, because they see I end green a lot of the time. I scalp on the SPY. You can see me on the SPY today. It's what I'm mostly on. And so the way you can basically trade, guys, the same scalping strategies as me is through Top Step. And Top Step funds traders in the futures market. So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target while following the rules, then they fund you in that demo. The base is 30... The base is, the base is 50K, so you get 50K in funding once you pass it, and you can get funding all the way up to over 100K. And the dope thing about the futures market is that there's no PDT rule, so you can day trade short stocks in the futures market with no PDT rule. And the micro E-mini and the E-mini both do the exact same thing as the SPY. So if I wanted to short the SPY, I could short the micro E-mini here, which I actually just did. And it's just like the market. I can buy market. Look, I'm just going to cover. I'm up $50 in the regular E-mini in the futures market. Just watching the SPY, you can see this is the same thing. And so Top Step is regulated and located in the US. They pay out millions every year to their funded traders and withdrawals, and they fund thousands every single year. You know, so it's a really dope way to learn futures because you're not putting out the risk yourself. Is also a good way to trade the same scalping setups as me if you don't have a 30K account like I do that can get around the PDT. BBIG, ooh man, BBIG down. It's still right around VWAP, so we just want to see it hold over the VWAP here, to be honest. I'm going to start shorting a little bit more into the SPY here. And so where I can short the SPY, you can trade the futures doing the same thing. We're trying to end green today. We'll see if we can. I tend to like the short here. We're in 30 shares. See if we can get a rejection here on the SPY. And this is the same thing I would do in the futures market, to be honest. Yeah, you also get your first 10K with no split. So there's usually an 80% profit split. So if you get funded and you make 10K, you usually get to keep 80K. The first $10,000, you get to keep all of it, which is really cool about Top Step. All right, guys. So SPY push it up here. I'm hoping we get a rejection. It might just be a choppy market. And if it is, it is. You know, I'm honestly not super disappointed with my day, even if we end like today. I might add a little bit more, start to try to get my green in there. So we're in with 50 shares. That way I can manage with 25 too. The only problem is Apple's pushing up, and you know, I know Apple is included on the S&P 500. So with Apple pushing up, it might drag the SPY up with it. All right, so there's break even. Nice. All right, we're gonna cover into that quick in green. So we worry less about it, cover a little bit more into that as the breakdown happens, and then we're gonna leave this 10 shares to see if we get a much broader breakdown. And this will make us pretty close to break even on the day. All right, there's the breakdown. We'll cover a little bit more. But again, you can do the same thing on Top Step here. You can basically do the exact same thing. Apple with a huge rejection. And BBIG is consolidating. $5 is the level, I think. Look at Apple's rejection here. Very choppy market right now, though. Y'all green or red today so far? Must have been a squirrel or something. All right, so nice. We're scalping SPY here. Back to where we were, which is green. And so we're basically break even right now. Oh, we're slightly green, guys. We got ourselves green on the day. We're going to try to make a little bit more, but we are up a whopping 5 cents on the day. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all that money, man. We're rich, guys. Still waiting for BBIG to come back. Yeah, that's what it is. Green, green, red, red, green. BBIG falling. Yeah, we're waiting for it. I mean, it could come back. We'll see. All right, so there's the SPY breakdown here. Apple's starting to break down. Still watching BBIG. Oh, there's a big breakdown in the SPY here. Let's see if the QQQ is reacting to it. I'd like to be able to capitalize this one if I can. Big drop in the SPY. Big, big drop. All right, so we made a little bit of money on the SPY. We might add to it if it bounces back up. BBIG is still trying to hold at $5. I think 5 is a big level. And DWAC is kind of fall back. It's back up to 81s here. All right, so we're not going to get any other moves. We're just going to cut that. And now we are green a little bit on the day. Not a huge day, but we're still green. And I guess that's good. I'll say this. I'm not one to believe in the law of attraction. If you've ever heard the law of attraction, it kind of sounds like BS. But I got a funny story. And here's the story. All right. The other day, we were trying to set my daughter up her cell phone. And she's 12 and she's got a cell phone. I know, I'm against it. But, my wife wants her to have a phone. So we were setting up her new phone that she got for Christmas. And as we're setting it up, we're on AT&T. And it kept saying, every time we try to process, it would say, we hit a snag, try again later. We hit a snag, try again later. And every time I would try to do it, my daughter would say, it's not going to work. It's going to say we hit a snag again. It's going to say we hit a snag again. And so, we keep trying. My daughter keeps saying, man, it's just going to say we hit a snag again. And so it does. And so then I say, no, we're going to be positive about it. It's not going to hit a snag. It's going to process and go through. And we had tried it like 8-9 times prior to that. As soon as we said that out loud, it worked immediately. Super strange, right? And I heard this story, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I heard this story the other day about this kid, and it was on some other type of podcast, and it was about this kid who, he was kind of a slacker. He didn't really do that well in school. He took his SAT, and he got like a 1490 on his SAT. And so then he's like, oh, damn, I'm smart. And so he starts going to class, doing really well, goes to an Ivy League school, turns into a millionaire. 10 or 15 years later, he gets a letter from the SAT board saying that he was part of like 13 or 14 people that got the wrong results. His SAT score was only 700. And so he did really poorly on the SAT, but just because he thought it was doing well, just because he thought he was smart, he ended up doing all this crazy stuff. And so, I don't know. I used it the other day with my daughter, and it's super weird. And listen, I don't really believe it, to be honest. But I do think there's a power of positivity. I think the law of attraction works, but simply because when you believe something, you fight for it, and you work for it, right? When you don't believe something, you don't fight for it or work for it. And so I think that's probably what it's all about. I think Gary Vee said the same thing. Just an interesting story we used in the market. It could be the Matrix, honestly. It could be, man. Honestly, what's up, Mo? Hey, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. But yeah, it was weird, man. It was weird. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Placebo effect, possibly. Sorry, sir. It turns out you're not as smart as we originally told you. Just for me saying this story, I didn't say I even believed it, bro. I'm just saying it was an interesting moment. My daughter was like, what the heck? Like, we did it, and I was like, nah, it's gonna work. And then it worked, and my daughter was like, what the heck, man? What is going on? It was strange. I think and I'm just BSing with you guys because, to be honest, the market hasn't been super profitable with me today. But I think the simulation theory makes a lot of sense. And the simulation theory, if you haven't heard the simulation theory, it goes like this. If it's statistically likely that we are able to create technology that's indistinguishable from what we currently see and hear and feel via virtual reality, if it's actually statistically likely that we will eventually create a technology that's virtually indistinguishable towards what we have right now, then it's actually statistically more likely that we are already in that simulation. And there's a documentary on it that's really good as well. I thought it was super interesting. Let me know what you think about it. I'm talking about the guy who got the 700. I know, bro. That would be. I mean, honestly, the joke's on everybody else though, because he turned into a millionaire. He went to an Ivy League school, turned into a millionaire with a 700 SAT score. So, like, if anything, that kind of blessed him. To be honest, like, that was a blessing to him, I think. All right, BBIG still trying. We're waiting. The documentary. What's the documentary? Y'all probably know the documentary. It's called Glitch in the Matrix, is what it's called. Glitch in the Matrix. And there was another story he said about like a football team, which it wasn't about having positive thoughts. It was just about not speaking out loud negative thoughts. Like, they did some studies that showed that the team performed like 30 to 40% better when they made it a rule that you could not verbally like speak negative thoughts. Like, it wasn't even talking about positive thoughts, but if you just verbally did not speak, if you could hold your tongue and not speak negative thoughts, that the team would ultimately perform better on average than they were before, when they were all negative before, like prior to that rule. I'll try to link the podcast I saw this on. So let me see if I can find it. It's probably still in my history, but I thought it was really interesting. Let me see if we can find it. I've been watching a lot of Always Marco, infiltrating a pyramid scheme. Super interesting. If you've ever gotten stuck in a pyramid scheme, which luckily I have not, watch that video. It'll kind of open your eyes. But even for me, who's never really been stuck in one, it was really interesting. Let me see if we can find it. Yeah, here it is. It's on Tom by Bellew, however you pronounce it. Here's the video, if you want to check it out. I think any theory is possible. I tend to as well. But yeah, like I said, it was just a really weird situation. Like, my daughter and I had tried that like 9 or 10 times, and it kept saying the same thing, hit a snag. And my daughter had kept doing the same thing. She verbally announced that it wasn't going to work. And then I was just like, nah, let's be positive. And it worked the next try, and it wouldn't be weird if it worked like a few tries later, but it literally worked the next try. Strange. Yeah, but it actually said he has to be homeschooled. Like 700, bro. Yeah. Don't you get like 500 just for writing your name on the SAT? Yeah, Edison had a similar thing. He really didn't do well in school, and they sent him home because of it. But his mom told him that he was too smart. He had to stay home, and thus now we have all the brilliant inventions that Edison did and kind of stole from other people. But I digress. It doesn't matter. Hey, what's up, Mo? Hope you're doing well, brother. No, yeah, no, I saw that. It was if you yell at flowers, if they played happy words of affirmation to flowers, and then they played one negative hateful words, and the one that heard the positive affirmations, the positive like encouragement, the flower that was listening to the positive words grew faster and taller and more healthy than the one that sat there listening to negative words. The one that listened to negative words like died within like a few weeks or something like that, if I remember correctly. I might be off, but I remember seeing that study as well, which is super interesting. All right, anyways, I think I'm probably done for the day, guys. I don't see anything else that looks good. Yeah. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you want to help support your boy, check out Bkkt. Bkkt is really dope, super useful for traders, to be honest. Like I said, kind of a new age form of investing where traders can copy other profitable traders in an easy to do way. Like if you look at Bkkt, like I said, you can copy these traders and see what they're doing. They've got a lot of these altcoins you can't find elsewhere. You can look at the best ROI traders, and these are them. Some of them are full, of course, but others you can copy pretty easily. Look, 90% accuracy, 24,000 in the last 3 weeks, 280% ROI with 500 transactions. That's a pretty solid history. And again, you can follow them trade for trade. You could also regularly invest, like I said, Shiba, Doge, latest one was CST, which went crazy up like hundreds of percent. Ethereum, XRP. They've got a bunch of them that you can't find elsewhere on Bkkt, and you can sign up if you're in the US. So if you're in the US, you could be a copy trader. You could also become a copy trader and earn 8% as well. You can trade crypto futures, which is what a lot of traders do. If you want to trade kind of similar scalping setups with no PDT rule in the futures market, you can with leverage on Bkkt. So all around, just a dope platform. And again, to deposit, I would deposit USDT. That's the safest, cheapest way to get funded in the account. Or you can just buy it and send it over from Coinbase or wherever you want to do. So here's the link again if you want to check that out. Like I said, great way to support your boy here. Good luck. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Again, check out Benzinga. Benzinga, super useful, and you can try them out completely free for weeks without even needing a credit card number. Just to show you what Benzinga allows you to do here. Check this out. So like Benzinga is really useful. If I go to the news feed here, or if I go to the ADV newsfeed, which let me see which one it is. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so if I go to the newsfeed here, check out what I can do. Okay, I can type in any symbol I want. DWAC, I can type in fun. I can type in BBIG. I can type in VVOS. I can type in the SPY, and I'll get all the news stories on all of these in one centralized location. They have watch list building, scanners, signals, screeners, charts, all this really dope stuff on Benzinga, and you can try them out for 2 weeks without even needing to set up anything. And so if you want to check them out, here's the link. Love you all, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate it if you do. Remember, guys, if you want more crypto content, go sub to Beginner Crypto. We've got a crypto channel. It's youtube.com/Beginner Crypto. I'll post this link here. I'll certainly consider it a favor if you can, follow me here, guys. Please go subscribe to the channel. We're building that now. We've got Joe and Cam as partners, finalizing that right now. So check out the link, guys, if you want to check it out. Love you all. Good luck. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, good luck in the market, guys. Slight green day. I'll show you guys my P&L again. Very slight green day. What am I up? I am up $4, whopping $4, but we're green, and that's all that matters. We are up $3.72. We'll take it. Probably going to set a stop loss for BBIG. And yeah, good luck, guys. See you guys tomorrow.